Hey guys, it's Connor. I'm starting a new podcast. It's just a little hobby thing I'm trying to start. So if you guys enjoy it, let me know. If you don't, tell me why so I can make it better. Give me advice. Today I'm going to be showing you these headphones I just bought off Amazon, real cheap Bluetooth earbuds. So let me know what you think. Tell me if you don't like it. Tell me why so I can make it better. It's something I am interested in doing, just shooting with my iPhone for now, but camera may be on its way. But stay tuned and take a listen for my review on these. Today I'll be reviewing these Bluetooth headphones, these earbuds that I just got. They are BK Sport Bluetooth earbuds. They do have the volume control and start stop play button. It was one of the things that I was really interested in a set of cheap Bluetooth headphones. The first thing I noticed before even opening the package was, holy cow, they're way too big. Checking out the back of the box, Bluetooth version 4.1, be able to do the answer the phone calls on there. Pretty basic stuff, just the headphones. They come with a little carrying pouch, kind of silly, but they do come with it. I don't know anyone who actually uses those. Also has the small and large ear tips. Comes in kind of handy, but you can read on the back there. It's got talk time. It's saying 5 hours, music time 4.5, standby time 150, charging time 2 hours. Got a 30-foot range. The frequency range doesn't really make much sense how they have it written on there, but that's just how they got it written on there, I suppose. Pretty basic case. The box is really weird to open. It opens from the side. It looks like it's got a little hook on the top. I think it's currently underneath my finger in this shot. But kind of interesting that looks like it's made to go in a rack somewhere in a store. Pretty easy to open up. The version that I got is a black version. They did have a different color, I believe. But I think at the time I purchased these through Amazon Prime, they were only about $15. Box says it has a 1-year warranty. It does come with a little short, you'll see it here in a minute, a little short USB cable though, so that you can use it to charge. I don't believe there were any specs on the charge power, so I would imagine just a 5-volt, any 5-volt USB input would be acceptable to charge them up. So you can see that little pouch. Not really anything I would ever use. They were a little bit nicer, maybe. Toss them in my bag that way, but not really needed. Not soft on the inside. It's just soft on the outside. I never understood that why they make pouches and they're not soft on the inside. It doesn't make any sense. But little folded piece of paper manual. On the front, it's got your basic quick start information. On the inside, it's got the buttons, what they do. That's pretty obvious, but it also has a location, the microphone, and the charging port, all that, how to turn it on, how to turn it off, Bluetooth pairing, how to answer calls, music control, how to charge. The one that I did see on that little piece of paper that was information that's pretty helpful is the LED light code, so you know what's going on with that. So there's the little USB cable. I'm gonna say it's about 18 inches, 18 to 24 inches. More than enough to be able to charge whatever you need to charge, but not so much that it's gonna get in the way. So I would imagine 5 volts would be good. Typical USB power. So if you have any type of USB wall plug, just make sure it's not overpowering them. Here is the actual earbuds. Kind of nice how they figured out how to do that. There's no twist ties or anything, so you can just pull it out. It is a flat wire design. Comes in handy, making sure that they don't get tangled quite as easily. I was surprised at how long the cable was. They could have taken a full 6 inches out of this cable, and it still would have been able to been more than comfortable. Also, the ear pods themselves and the controller are very big. They're not heavy, so I don't know where all that space is going, but I would like to see those a little bit smaller, especially this. You can see there the USB, micro USB charging port. Took me a second to figure out which way it folded. I thought it folded to the side, but it folds down on a hinge. Pretty straightforward to get it open. It did come with a little bit of a charge on it. I went ahead and tossed it and plugged it in since I had a micro USB charger right next to me. Pretty obvious. You can see the size comparison there between the actual standard USB plug and the size of that controller. Holy cow. But like I said, it's not too heavy. Positive of that is that it is easy to find those buttons. Real easy to find those buttons. So that is a plus. But again, those ear pods, they're not so bad once you put them in. They're not so bad. The ear tips that come installed on them when I received them were a small tip. So they also have a medium and a large. The medium seemed to fit me the best. Looking back through it, how to turn it on. So it's going to be to turn on and to hold down for 3, and you'll see it start to light up. Red and blue, meaning it's ready to pair. I was using my iPhone at the time to actually video record, so I wasn't pairing it at the time. To turn off, though, you hold down for 5 seconds, and it seems pretty straightforward. If you have them in your ear, it will announce that it's turning on and turning off. It's a pretty nice feature, I think, making sure that you're doing exactly what you think you're doing. Meanwhile, we have here the little accessory bag that comes with it. The retainers, I haven't figured out quite how they work, and if they're even useful. They're extremely soft. I would think if they're actually going to be able to keep them in your ear, they would be a little bit firmer. You can see me install one of them here. Again, comes with the small earbud tips on there. I am going to try and use those retainers simply because using the medium tip, they're not in there super solid. If I was lifting or cycling, I think they'd be good. But if you're going to go ahead and go do any jogging, anything that's up and down, jostling around, I am thinking that those earbud retainers, those things, are going to be a necessity because they don't quite want to stay in the ear. I don't know if that's a flaw in the design or if maybe the wrong ear tip size. The ear tips are quite small. They're not super noise isolating. One of the major things, though, is the sound quality is not very good, guys. It's real mid, maybe a little bit bassy, but there's no highs. Listen to a couple songs that have some acoustic guitar, and they definitely are lacking in some areas. So something to be aware of. These are cheap podcast listening, just listening to basic music and phone calls.